Let me ask you, when you look out your window this morning, what do you see? For one community where I live, the landscape has changed dramatically, especially over the last 6 months. When they used to wake up years ago, they would see crops of corn, soybean, cotton, different things growing in their fields. Now, when they look out the window, the only thing they see sprouting up are solar panels. These nearly 800 acres that was once utilized as farmland that brought family and friends together each summer as they try to help each other out to manage these fields for the crops has now divided this same community. One family's choice to sell this land to the solar company has changed the whole outlook of this community and angered a lot of people, and has sent this county into an uproar, looking for answers, looking for solutions, asking why, how did this happen? Now, as we look into it a little bit further, are these same citizens, neighbors, community of this county part of the blame? You may be surprised, as I was as I looked into it. Now, these solar panels will generate power that will then be sold to the power companies around here. And those power companies will then in turn sell the power generated to data centers. Data centers mostly owned by Meta. And if anybody knows Meta, that is Facebook and Instagram. Now, I don't like it as much as anybody else, having to see these things on my morning drive into work or every time I pass by. But the same people arguing and fussing about these are the same ones who wake up each morning, open their Facebook page, open their Instagram page to see what's going on in somebody else's life, or maybe to upload photos of their own family, or to share what's going on in their lives. And each time you do that, it's recorded and it's sent to a data center where it's stored. That way, when you open your app, it instantly pulls it back up. It's saved. It's out there. It's not going anywhere. You can delete it as much as you want, but it's still in that data center. That's why they say anytime you upload and it goes into the cloud, it's not going into some magical cloud up in the sky or above your head. It's going into these data centers. And these data centers are just multiplying as more people sign into these apps, use these apps. The more data centers that are going to be built. It's the new norm. The old days of what we knew growing up, or at least I knew growing up in the 80s, is totally different. Once technology took over in the late 90s with cell phones, bag phones, everything began to change. Internet. It's a digital world now, sadly. It's helpful and it's hurtful. It all depends on which side you're on. We don't know the landowner's financial situation. Now, this money is life-changing, I'm sure it would be for me, and I'm sure it is for them. And maybe that was their outlook on things, that this money would finance their future, their children's future, and possibly their grandchildren's future from here on out. It's completely life-changing. So who would be mad at that? And I also believe, or in my opinion, that there was an agreement between this family, the solar company, and the county's elected officials before this land was actually sold, that it could be utilized for this purpose. And I think that's where a lot of the anger comes from inside the community, is that they feel like this was a closed door agreement. And in some parts it is, because the landowner can choose to sell it to whoever he wants to. I don't have a say so. You don't have a say so. The community doesn't have a say so. However, community concerns, the investor or developer has agreed to invest 300 million into community investments, whatever that may mean, and an additional 2.5 million in community support over the next 25 years. And the commissioners and the developer also agreed to set aside a fund that would remove the panels and restore the land back the way it was if the panel company was to shut down in the future. A lot of opinions, are different when it comes to data centers or solar panels. But I guess the one way to look at it is, next time you open your phone, you swipe the Amazon account, or you swipe your Walmart account, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, your PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all this stuff in turn goes right into a data center, whether you like it or not. That's just the world we live in. Now, if you have an opinion or a comment on this video, feel free to drop a line. Let's discuss it. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Doesn't cost a thing. I would greatly appreciate it and try to grow my channel. Until then, I'll see you on the next video.